Hey, what's up guys, it's Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with a new short movie. The name of the short movie is What If Naruto Became a Chakra Hacker. And yeah guys, as the title suggests, I'm not going crazy, it is what it is. Naruto is going to do hacking, literally hacking with the help of Chakra. And how is this gonna go down? You will be explained in the story as the story progressed. I just had this crazy idea while I was playing Watch Dogs 2. So yeah, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And now without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Roll the intro. Our story begins on October 10th in nighttime in Konohagakure, Sato. As screams could be heard throughout the whole village, as the civilians were running like headless chickens left and right, while the genins of the said village was trying their best to calm them down and guide them towards shelter for their own safety. While on the other side, on the outskirts of the village, we see a huge fox with 9 tails hovering and towering over it, as it roared, causing the earth to shake itself, as some of the shinobis who were there stumbled. They all looked afraid, but there was hope. There was will of fire in their eyes and in their hearts, keeping them going on, even in front of this monster, to stop it from destroying their home. Leading them was the third Hokage, who has retired. He was in Sarutobi, but yet again he was forced to take the charge. Damn it, where is Minato when you need him? Said the old man as he was panting heavily. He has survived throughout all of the great shinobi wars, witnessed all of them with his own bare eyes. And now this? He needed to have his successor here because only he can explain what the hell was going on. It wasn't supposed to go like this. As now we see, in a yellow flash, a blond man appeared with a white overcoat with red flames in the end. Minato, where in the hell? Wait, said Hiruzen as he stopped, as his eyes widened. What in the hell are you thinking? He said with narrowed eyes. Why would you bring your own kid here? Everything will be explained. I don't have much time. I have to seal the cube inside Naruto. What happened? Like I said, no time to explain. As now we see Minato begin to prepare the altar, as he then noticed that the QB was too much for them. How about we even the odds? As he summoned Gamabunta then. As Gamabunta arrived there. Huh? What the hell, kid? Why would you summon me here? What is going on? In front of you, Bunta. As you saw, it's the Biju. Oi, oi, oi. There's the Kyubi no Yoko. Do you think I alone summon can take it down? You have to try, Bunta. Just buy me some time, okay? I'm gonna try my best, kid. But don't expect much. 2 or 3 minutes tops. I'll give you that much. That's all I need. Go on now. Assist them. As now we see, Hiruzen and all of them dash towards there, as Minato began to prepare the seal. As he was about to seal the Biju, we see the Biju literally caused the huge toad to be thrown on the other side, as the toad poofed away. As the Biju then looked down on the kid and on Minato. I'm not gonna get sealed again after being freed after hundreds of years, said the Biju in a roaring tone, as his hand leapt towards them, only for a yell to arrive. Stop! It was Kushina, as instantly the QB's hand stopped midair. She was panting heavily and bleeding as well, as she held the hand seal. Her eyes began to bleed as well. Do it, Minato. I don't have much time. As after that we see Kushina, while Minato began to do the seal, made another hand seal. Copy. As she made another seal, and then said, paste. As she fell down to the ground instantly, her body now became lifeless, in front of Hiruzen's eyes. As on the other side, the Biju too disappeared, as Minato was taken in, thanks to the Hakai Fuyin by Shinigami. Protect my son, Hiruzen. Protect him from Madara. It was him who attacked. The Uchihas are innocent. With these words, he died, closing his eyes forever to the world. Hiruzen looked towards the family that has just died for their all sake, as he closed his eyes in sorrow. As he picked up the kid, as the Yanbu surrounded him now, Okage-sama, back up their bodies, and for those who have fallen, a funeral will be arranged soon. What are you gonna do with him, Hokage-sama? What else do you think? I made vow to my successor, and as his predecessor, it is up to me, and only me, to protect the kid. Hi. Now do as you're told, as Hiruzen then grabbed the head with shaky hands. Let's do this, he said, with his eyes now covered with more conviction, and in his arm was a hat as well as a kid on the other one. As after some time we see him arriving inside the Hokage office, as he had a lot to think, a lot to do. But before any of that, an envoy arrived. Hokage-sama, the council has gathered, and they would like your audience. I see. Tell them I'll be there soon. As Hiruzen brought the kid with him. As now we see, all of them, the shinobis, the civilians, and even the elders, all of them were waiting there for, well, Minato. But instead of him, Hiruzen entered. And instantly, the room atmosphere changed. Minato-sama is... Yes, he is dead. I will pronounce his death to the whole village soon. As all of his friends and comrades became sad. Then that kid... Yes, he is there. The Jinchuriki, said Danzo Shimura. You did not let me finish, Danzo, but that is the fact, isn't it? But you cannot override the other information. He is the Namikaze Uzumaki heir. He is the heir to the Uchiha Gakure, the Uzumaki clan. Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, who his father entrusted the Biju to keep us all safe. As Danzo was pushed to the corner now because he knew what Hiruzen said, rose the conviction and will of fire, as he could have said so himself, quote-unquote, in all of these people, these pests who were right under his palm. Damn it, you might have won this one, Hiruzen, but there are many more battles that we can clash against, and there are many I can win in the future, so I must retreat now. As now we see, Danzo then said, okay, alright, everything is in order then. I was just asking. And you have been told then. As after that, Shikaku then asked, Hokage-sama, I hope you don't mind me asking, but what are you gonna do with the kid? What else? He will be placed in the orphanage alongside the others, being raised there, but, he said as the civilians were about to say something, he won't be placed under the civilians. He's under mine and only mine assistance and guidance. I will be watching over him, and the ones who will be taking care of him will be assigned by me. As the civilians nodded again. As now we see, the meeting came to an end, and only two of the elders left, and even Danzo left. What do you want, Homura, Koharu? You know, we always sided with Danzo, because we thought that you have lost, what can we say, your spine, said Koharu, straightforwardly. Huh. And your point is, something changed inside of you, Hiruzen. Something today we saw in the third Hokage. The Hiruzen Sarutobi we knew in the past, full with conviction, as well as... Enough, don't remind me. Can't take compliments, huh? I get your point. I know I have been lax, but it was Sensei's will, and Minato, I wanted to pass this, seed to him, and I did. And in the end, only 9 months later, and this happens. His family, himself, is dead. But his legacy lives on, said Koharu, and it is up to us to protect him. Did you send a letter to Jiraiya? He would have already been aware of, thanks to the toads, but I will send a letter to both him and Tsunade. As now we see, the letters were sent, and they were informed of what has happened. Tsunade crushed her letter as tears began to fall from her eyes in another town, while Jiraiya just sighed and, the tree he was peeping from on the woman just laid down there. Fuck. Minato. I'm so sorry, kid. As after that we see, he was placed under his own people, Naruto, to watch over an orphanage. As now we have a time skip. Time skip of 9 years. We go towards the academy, as there we see Sasuke Uchiha, who was brooding again, since he was the last alone Uchiha after the Uchiha massacre previous year. And many of the other clan head kids, Shikamaru, Choji, and so on. And amongst them was Naruto, who was today, for some reason, as Iruka noticed, was listening in closely because it was chakra related matter and chakra network and all the neurology system of the chakra network was explained in this. So, Sensei, there is chakra everywhere, right? Yes. And since we have a chakra network, can there be possibility that everything has a network with related to chakra? Now that you say Naruto, there might be a possibility, but who knows? As this was going on, we see Naruto's then begin to focus, but all he could do was focus. There was many questions that was arising that he has written down, but the more he asked, the less he was told, because there was no clue or nothing left to answer. It was a foreign subject to them, a subject that was completely ignored altogether in the shinobi world. Nobody focused on it. They only told the basics that we have chakra network and so does everyone else, and so does the earth itself. But that was the extent of it. And Naruto wanted to know more. And now we see him currently resting at home in the night time, thinking about these thoughts until he fell asleep, only to be waken up in a puddle as after rising up he saw that he was in front of a huge cage, as from behind it two purple eyes with slits opened. As suddenly the sad eyes that were narrowed instantly widened. Naruto? Said a grumbling feminine voice. Who are you? As in the light we see out came an orange fox with 9 tails, but the tips they were red. It's your Ka-chan. As Naruto's eyes widened. No, it can't be. You're the 9 tails. What? As Kushina looked down. No, you can't be. Damn it. That paste was not correct. I pasted in my soul. I was supposed to paste my soul, and instead I exchanged the pasted and overrided the soul of the QB, becoming the QB itself. Damn it. Whoa, what are you talking about? Copying and pasting and all that stuff. Naruto, I am your mother. You have to trust me. I will explain everything to you. Just let me prove it to you. As Naruto, who was skeptical, knew that he had nothing to lose, so why not give it a shot since he could sense somewhat of, sincerity from the said fox, ironically. As now we see Naruto then said, Alright, I'm giving you only one chance though. Don't take advantage of me or anything. Fine. As she then hinged into her normal self, but the tail stayed. The tails are still there. As Naruto was shocked to see that the facial structure and the face resembled him somewhat. You look somewhat like... That's because you are my son, you dummy. As Naruto then dashed towards the said woman, and Naruto was engulfed into a hug as Naruto cried, and so did the woman. And after that, the long chat began the whole night. They chatted about how their parents met and who they were, and Naruto was so happy to find out that his father was his actual idol. And then he asked the question, the most important one, Ka-chan, how did you end up becoming the QB yourself? And you mentioned something about copying and pasting soul or something. Naruto, have you ever wondered that chakra revolve around everywhere around us, right? Yes, I was actually asking this question. I mean, if we have a chakra network that helps us to conduct chakra into jutsus, then the earth itself should have one. That it does, Naruto. You see, we the Uzumakis have found a way to actually use it to our own advantage. It is a huge chakra network that is connected to even animals and us humans all together, and even Earth. And we Uzumakis found a way to hack through it. Hack? Yes, to break the code that was existing and enter the matrix itself, so we could use it to our own advantages. Such as myself here. I was able to do that in the last bit. It was the most dangerous technique ever to be taught. I was able to do that and exchange my soul. All I wanted was my soul engram to be copied here alongside the psyche and the biju. But turns out I exchanged its psyche altogether and became the Kyubi no Yoko-san. That is why my appearance is like this. I see. I see. I'm happy I have a parent though. As Naruto then asked, so can I? It is a dangerous art, chakra running, as we call it. It is. What is chakra running? Naruto asked. It is a type of jutsu, a technique that is taught by the Uzumakis to a specific bunch of students in Uchiha. They were called the chakra runners. They could enter the other space in which only chakra is present, becoming one with chakra like the Bijus does. Their soul, their body leaves behind, and only their chakra soul travels. Chakra souls. It is an engram, a copy, as you can say, of the original soul. While the original soul is secure inside the body, the husk that remains here, the engram travels throughout the whole chakra space. And that is how we are able to do what we are able to do. Think of it like a limbo state. Limbo? I have heard about that. As Naruto was amazed, the more he learned, the more he was getting into it. How do I begin this? You want to become a chakra runner? Yeah. Alright, son. Since I am somewhat of a chakra runner myself and was able to build my own quick hacks, how about this? I will teach you everything. But you have to show that you are showing full conviction to it. I will. As after that, Naruto's next 4 years were being busy learning all this, and Iruka was getting worried because Naruto's grades which were mid were now dropping to the dead last. As now we see Naruto at the age of 13, again sleeping in his class, and Iruka could have noticed that, and he did notice that Naruto was looking weaker than before, as well as there were huge bags under his eyes, and his skin tone was much paler than before. As he woke up, Naruto, yes, sensei? Naruto said, getting up, fidgetingly. Everything alright? Naruto, you look different and sick. Yeah, I know. It's just that I can't sleep normally. There's a ghost or something that is haunting my house. I am scared. As everyone began to laugh at that. Seriously, Naruto, when are you gonna grow up? I don't know, sensei. I don't know. As now we see, the final test began, and Naruto was able to pass, but being a dead last was not helping out much. So, the next day, the team announcements will be announced at Iruka before dismissing them, as all of them were dismissed. As now we see, Naruto was returning home until he stopped, and as he focused with his eyes, he entered the chakra space to notice that some conversation was going on as Mizuki, who he never trusted, was whispering something to a kid who was failed. As he went there to listen, kid, I know that you have failed and it breaks my heart. You worked hard, I could see it. What can I do, sensei? All you gotta do is to pass a test, a secret test. It's a specific test for those who wants to become the Rookie of the Year while being the dead last. Really? What do I have to do? All you have to do is enter the Hokage's office and steal the scroll of sealing and meet me at the, forest of death. Third huge tree that is in the middle. I see. Okay. And after that, you have to be worried because no matter what happens, no matter how much anyone stops you, have to listen. You have to come here and only I will receive it. Then and only then you will be able to pass it. As Naruto's eyes widened as he returned from chakra space into his body, as his engram and the whole chakra space disappeared. Oh my god. He's planning something. I have to warn Gigi. But how? As Naruto then did something, he entered the chakra space again, as his mother then said, Naruto, entering chakra space twice in a single day is dangerous. It takes a huge amount of chakra. I know. I have to do this. As now we see Naruto dashing towards in chakra cyberspace all the way to Hokage office. As now we see him arriving there and enter inside. And finally was able to locate down Hiruzen, who was sitting there. He wrote down something on the paper and left it there before returning back. As Naruto's eyes as well as ears begin to bleed. Damn it. Oh, it hurts. You see, it takes huge toll on mind. Now you gotta go and cool off. As Naruto then disappeared and arrived in front of a huge river which was famous for its cold water, as Naruto was now under its waterfall, or what looks like to be a small version of it, calming his nerves the best he could, and it was helping. While on the other side, Mizuki was arrested. And not only that, Hiruzen was worried because of this letter. He was certain that Naruto was never here, but how could he leave this letter? And he wanted to know how. And now we see him calling for an Anbu. What is it, Hokage-sama? Inu, I want you to locate down Naruto and bring him back to me. There are a few questions that I would like to ask the boy before going on, and there are some answers that I should give him now. Alright, Hokage-sama. As now we see, Naruto, who was meditating, was interrupted by none other than Kakashi Hatake in the form of Inu. Naruto, being the Chakra walker, already was able to find out his identity and all the past records and who his teammate was. Turns out he was his father's student, and he has no ill will towards him. Naruto-kun. Yes, Inu-san. How did you... because of your mask. Oh, I see. Then the Hokage-sama is calling for you. Really? Yes. Oh, okay. As after some time we see both of them arrive inside Hiruzen's office. My boy, there are a few questions that I would like to ask. First of all, Mizuki was captured thanks to you, but I never saw you entering here. Because I never was, Gigi. What do you mean? It is our trademark Uzumaki secret. The reason why the Uzumakis went extinct. What do you mean, Naruto? I asked a question to Iruka-sensei, you see, a few years back. If humans have chakra networks to conduct and pass through chakra through their body, why the earth, whose existence in between chakra and nature, and even nature who has chakra, doesn't have any system? But I was able to find it, Gigi. The Uzumakis were as well. And let's just say, some people didn't like it because they were not sharing any resources. Ah, you're talking about that war, huh? Yes, that war. Listen, Naruto. Whatever it is, you can tell me, and I promise you that your secret is safe with me. I am a chakra runner, Gigi. I can basically enter the chakra in the form of a soul and become one with it. Chakra network is just like us, real world, but it is different in the form of a flowing air, a construct. To interact with it, I too have to become one myself, but it is a dangerous procedure, and only an Uzumaki can withstand it because of their deep chakra pools, because being there is quite exhausting, because we take chakra from nature, and since chakra network of earth is defined and designed in such a state that it is just an excessive exhaustion of chakra into us, my chakra too is being exhausted. I see. So that is why it's too dangerous to remain there. Yes, I can only remain there for like 20 to 25 minutes by now. But it is still dangerous and takes a huge toll on your body. Impressive. Impressive indeed. What can you do? Neutralize targets, steal information, and all the shinobi basic stuff, GD. I see that, Naruto. But you have to keep this hidden, I presume. Yes, a clan trade secret. I'm only telling you because I have complete faith and trust in you, Gigi. And you don't have to worry about anything, my boy. Good. Then I'll be off. Okay. As now we see, the next day came, and Naruto was surprised to find out that he was placed with Sasuke Baka and Sakura the Banshee, under Team 7 under Kakashi Hatake. Well, turns out I only have one good thing in this team. My father's student, being my sensei. Like a family tradition. As now we see, 3 hours passed and they were just still waiting while everyone has left. The whole academy was empty now. Ugh, where is this guy? Yelled out the Banshee. Jeez, like he's gonna appear like that now. As after some time, Kakashi did, as he looked at all of them. I hate you. Yeah, you're too loud. Meh. He said, looking towards Naruto, as they all had tick mark. Meet me at this rooftop in 3 minutes, as he disappeared in the sunshine, as Naruto did too, and so did Sasuke, while Sakura had to dash all the way upstairs. As after arriving there, we see Kakashi sitting there, waiting for them, as he then said, Yo, let's begin with introductions. And after that, the introductions went as in canon, and then began the journey of Team 7 to become the Guardians. They conducted 40 D rank missions, a quota enough for them to get the first C rank. And when they did get their first C rank and went towards the land of Wave with the bridge builder known as Stazina, it turned out to be that it was actually an A rank mission and the bastard was lying to them. But after hearing his story, they all were touched, and so much more was Naruto, who was the one who suggested the idea of going on and helping them after defeating the Demon Brothers. And there he met Zabuza Momochi first, and after somewhat of a battle that ended his sensei unconscious and Zabuza being killed by a hunter name, which their sensei told him later on that it was a fake one. Leaving, we find Team 7 inside Tazina's house, so for them to let them rest there. But due to a feud between Naruto and the grandchild of the said band, Naruto dashed outside to train and vent off his anger. And that is when he scanned someone to find out who it was. And let's just say, he already knew because he matched the chakra signatures from before. So it was with... So this is the hunter then. Ah, nice to meet you. My name is Haku. I'm here to pick medicine. And the casual, conversation was held because Naruto was acting like it. And now we see after Haku left Naruto front and was able to discover their base. And in the night time we see him infiltrate there and take over and override Zabuza's chakra coil and system to the point that it was near frying. As finally the day came when their final battle came. As Naruto was standing there instead of everyone who hasn't arrived yet. So you're alone here, Brad? Yes. It was all my plan to lure you here. Zabuza Momochi. Why? You want some autograph or something? No, just this. As he snapped his finger, and instantly Zabuza was in deep pain as his left side completely shut down. What did you do? I am simply shutting down your chakra network and chakra coils one by one. Juken strikes? What are you using? Genjutsu? Does it look like Genjutsu? Try to break free and move your arm. You tried like a, idiot, but that didn't matter. The next thing that I will stop is the main coil, your heart. As now both the hunter Nin and Zabuza tensed. Now before you do anything stupid, Haku, I know it is you. Zabuza, who was the one who hired you? And where is this person that you were talking about? Damn it. It was Gato, the midget. He wanted them gone. He wants to rule over these lands. I was hired because I needed the money, that's all. And where can I find him? These are the coordinates. And after giving them the coordinates, Naruto then said, after you leave 40 miles from here, the seal will shut off on its own. You have my word. Okay. I'm sorry, Haku, it came to this. I didn't want to kill the one you vowed to protect, but I also wouldn't let you do the same to my people. I respect that, Naruto, said Haku before he and his sensei left, who has admitted his defeat while being afraid of the kid. As now we see Gato's hideout where Naruto arrived. And on the other side, Team 7 has arrived to the bridge and has begun their work with Tazuna. As now we see, screams were heard throughout the forest, and after some time, when the bridge was nearly completed while Sakura was complaining about Naruto and Sasuke just, all at every answer and question, we see Naruto arrive there with a lot of money, a lot of people, and in the end, in a cage, Gato himself. And the people got their revenge on the bastard, and after that they were hailed as the heroes and returned back to Konoha. And after they returned, we see Naruto, who was much more efficient than ever, begin to scan the village to find out that there were some different people here. The chakra signatures showed difference. Suna, and an unstable Jinchuriki. Kajan, what do you think? Something must be wrong here. Naruto suddenly sensed a sinister chakra as he looked towards the direction to find out who it was. It was Orochimaru. What is that? Naruto-kun, said his mother's voice. What is it, Kajan? That chakra, it's Orochimaru's. I can remember that bastard chakra. You have to get away from here. Get out of the chakra space. Now! As Naruto got out of there, as he panted. What is wrong with you, Naruto? Said Sasuke. Yeah, I'm fine. I asked what is wrong. I didn't ask if you're fine or not. Same thing, Deme. I gotta go rest. As now we see Naruto resting. A Jinchuriki, possibly unstable. Orochimaru. What could it mean? Seems like Suna is planning something with Orochimaru Naruto. You should warn your Gigi. Tell Hiruzen to be on guard. And all of the shinobi should be on alert. Something is going on here. Something big. I know. But I have to go back there. What? You're insane? You're already exhausted. You escaped because you were hyperventilating there. If you hyperventilated, you would have died. I have to see something. I only caught a glimpse of it. It was also present. More ominous Chakra. Then I'm not gonna let you go there, said Kushina in a growl. No, I have to. Naruto, enough. Please. Please, Kachan, let me do this. Please, I beg of you. As now we see, Naruto then entered cyberspace, or more like chakra space, once more. His soul was copied into a form of digital psyche, as now we see his digital body in the form of chakra flow, moving throughout the streets that are made out of air, as he finally reached in the deepest forest on the outskirts of the village. As there he heard many voices and many chakra signatures. So this is where the Jinchurikis will be gathering? Yes, we have the exact news. They all are gathering here, and it is the perfect chance for us to grab them all. Yes, the Moon Eye plan will begin, and once it does, we will be unstoppable. What is the Moon Eye plan? As Naruto then saw that most of them disappeared and only two remained. What do you think, Obito? Everything is going according to plan. And now that we are able to bring all the Jinchurikis under one roof, it will be easy for us to cause distraction that Orochimaru will cause. Why will we grab all the Jinchurikis? But you think it won't be easy, would it? No, it wouldn't be, as Naruto instantly flinched as the figure looked towards him, and then instantly phased through him. Because we have to deal with all of them, neutralize them. They're not gonna give up that easy. Even if they do, their Biju might try to escape after finding out what our plan is. That is correct. And that is why we have to be prepared. When are we gonna take out this again? The mission? 1 month from now, in the finals of the Chunin exams. As Naruto instantly then arrived back to where his body was before returning back, only to find that he was bleeding from his eyes, his nose, even his mouth and his ears. What the? As Kushina then instantly began to heal Naruto. Naruto, don't go into unconsciousness. Rip the seal, please. I can help you. As Naruto, with all of his physical strength, ripped out the seal while falling unconscious and hyperventilating. His mind, his body, his coils were at the point where they were burning like lava through his own body, and that is why the blood was coming out, and his mind could not comprehend going into the chakra space any longer. He has overstayed his limit, which was already half an hour. As Naruto was this close to death, but thanks to Kushina's effort, he was saved. How long was I out? 8 days, Naruto. 8 days. Wait, what? The Chunin exams, they're today. Luckily enough, that is today. You still have 1 hour to go there. Fuck, I have to. No cursing, young man. But yes, you are correct, you have to. As now we see Naruto dash there, arriving almost 1 minute earlier than the session began. After clearing the first part, the second part began with Uncle Mitarashi, bringing them to the Forest of Death, where they encountered Orochimaru. But thanks to Naruto, they were able to avoid it altogether. Naruto, entering the chakra space once more, was able to cut throughout the tendons of Orochimaru, making him paralyzed, while returning back and telling the others to run away as fast as they could, arriving at the tower and saving their asses. What the hell was that? What did you do, Naruto? Says Sasuke, shocked and scared, the adrenaline finally kicking in because of what has happened. That was Orochimaru of the Sun. I don't know what happened. He just got stuck. We had to get out of there. I was about to use a jutsu, but I stopped, and I saw that he was having trouble, and that is why we dashed. I see. What? Said Iruka, who appeared there and was completely ignored. We have to bring this. As Naruto arrived there, and the whole Team 7 was, well, informing the Hokage what happened. You all can leave, even you, Iruka. Except Naruto, I have something to discuss. What is it, Gigi? Naruto, my boy. Was it you again who left me the message? Yes, I was the one. And I heard from Kushina. How do you... She wrote a message of her own. Turns out that she also taught you these skills. Dangerous ones. Now I know what she did before dying. It all makes sense now. Copy and paste. Pasting one's soul and psyche. I get it. She's the new Ninetales, isn't she? Yeah, Gigi. Interesting. Alright, Naruto. This is what you're gonna do. You are forbidden to use it more than half an hour a day. Only for half an hour. But Gigi, what is going to happen next? I have to use it continuously to stop them and neutralize them. There will be a war. A war that we will all fight, Naruto. A war that we will all fight. As after that we see Naruto was in his own thoughts. You know you can train with me, Naruto-kun. Use my strength. I have learned how to use it. I am able to help you out now since I'm free from the seal. Thanks, Gajan. What should I do? As Naruto then hugged his Gajan, the connection is already formed. Let's begin. As red chakra began to emit out of Naruto's body, as instantly Naruto was in a huge towering nine-tailed fox. But that was in a chakra space. Before returning back. Did you push me out of the synchronization? Yes. That was dangerous. You could have died there. The chakra overloaded. Jeez, Kachan. Warn me before this happens. Alright? Will do, kid. Will do. As after that we see, Naruto was able to finally meet Jiraiya. And Jiraiya taught him some basic lessons as well as the toad summonings, which was a plus for Naruto. And finally came the time when it was time for all of them to enter the final exams. And let's just say, Naruto had to fight against none other than Gaara no Sabuko. Naruto was able to deal with him to an extent until the Biju was released. Now, Naruto released the huge nine-tail it itself avatar, punching the shit out of Shikaku, halting the others. As Hiruzen stood up, do not halt now. Defeat Suna. They are the ones who are betraying us. What is the meaning of this, Hiruzen? And that is when Orochimaru chuckled and instantly turned his into original form. What the hell? Now, gentlemen. As instantly Yagura was pushed out of there, and the barrier erupted around the other Kages and himself. Since I am alone, how about we even the odds? And 3 coffins rose. From one came out Raikage, the previous one. Father? And then came out the first and the second Hokage. Fuck. Said Oniki. As now we see roasters on both sides were equal, but on Orochimaru's side they were still overpowered. Undead, immortal, and overpowered. While we go towards the other side, where we see the Akatsuki jumped in. As Suna was being taken care by Naruto, the other Jinchurikis was helping themselves out as well. But it wasn't working out. Suna was taken care of, the Akatsuki invaded, and even used the Shinra Tensei to some extent. But in the end it didn't matter, it was not that strong enough. And since the user was already weak and not used to the jutsu, Naruto was able to counter it. The battle between the Akatsuki and the Jinchurikis combined began. They were all leveled out, and in the end, the Akatsuki couldn't stand it. And Naruto saw that they were escaping. Oh no, you don't. Sorry, Kachan, I have to. As Naruto jumped into the chakra space once more. And that is when, being so fast, he used his ability, neutralizing, cutting throats of each and every one, and cutting the chakra supply and network through lungs, heart, and even chakra coils. As after when he returned, he was close to passing out. As blood began to come out from his nose once more, his eyes began to go hazy. As instantly there was blood splattering everywhere, and all of them died with scream as Naruto passed out, being taken in by medics. Naruto woke up 2 months later after what has happened. The Akatsuki was dead. The Konoha crush failed. The other villages, they were now allied to Konoha. because of them working together. And now everything was going in the form and towards of peace. When Naruto woke up, it was like a dream. He woke up in a different world, but it was his own world. His Kajan was still there with him, and so was his Gigi. Everyone was there, and he didn't want it any other way. But Naruto still had a lot to learn, still had a lot to go further beyond in the form of Chakra Runner. And he will do it because this is his new Nindo, his ninja way. As this is where I'm going to be leaving this story off, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And yeah, there may or may not be a second story on my second channel today. Anyways, this is Apollo, and I'm signing off for the day. Peace.